All right, and we are live. What's up, guys?
Good morning. What's up, IDP Army? Y'all ready to go get some wins today? Go
Hell
on
yeah,
the
fam.
ship. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yep. Week 15. We're prepped up. We're ready to go. Ready to answer questions. Jared's on his phone today, as you can probably tell. He's doing some traveling, but he's still here with us. Always.
I know I was gonna be, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I know. When I saw your message this morning, I wondered if you'd be on, but I was gonna be sad if you weren't, because I mean we've been riding this thing all the way out. So
I mean, it's nice to add to have the mobile feature in this. It's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
is it like
Right.
Are you just like using the URL, or is it like a StreamYard app? I need to download it.
No, just click the URL and boom.
That's what's up.
I mean, I'm still logged in, but
Cool.
it's pretty cool.
Well, I guess we should talk about some IDP stuff. I know I've been getting a shit ton of questions about. I mean, maybe we should wait a few minutes till some people pop on, but might as well bring it up. Donald Payne, I'm sure you guys have gotten a bunch of questions about him.
It's been the number one question of the week.
Yeah, and it's almost like Burgess was the other day, and I guess he was a couple weeks ago. Derwin James a couple weeks ago. But I mean, Donald Payne, in my opinion, is a linebacker 3. I mean, he could have another good linebacker 1-ish week. I mean, it's not a real possibility by any means, but
yeah, that's the thing. You just don't know what's going on. So
exactly, we don't know what's going on, and even if everything was the same, is he going to still produce? You know, I mean, he has produced, but is that just, the sample size is 2 games essentially.
I mean, the other question I'm getting is Akeem Hicks.
Yeah, I guess if you need a defensive tackle and you're in a specific spot like that, you could play him. But I'm a little hesitant to slot him into my lineup. I just feel like, again, it's week 15. It's not a time to take risk. It's a time to put your best guys in and let them do what they're going to do,
I agree, play your studs, but you know how it is sometimes. I like when there's a bunch of teams doing the playoff line, so that means they all have to play. So
yeah, true. So he'll be out there doing something at least, but all right, let's see what all kinds of questions we got here. I know I had a handful. I'm going to retweet this real quick. All right, some of my questions today. I have one from, I'm sure you guys might have been tagged in it, from Rachel Juranek. I think that's how I say her name. She's asked a couple of questions throughout the season, but she was asking.
What's up, Shane?
What's up, Shane? She was basically asking, she said this morning, she lost Roquan, and Von Bell is out apparently for Monday night. So that's a big blow.
I was just talking about this, Russell.
But need a flex play, and her options were Shaq Barrett, Cole Holcomb, Edmonds, Tremaine, and Dre Greenlaw.
I mean, Dre Greenlaw's playing good, but man, Tremaine Edmonds balling right now.
Yeah, I said, I'd like the sack upside, but I asked about the scoring. A solo tackle is 3 points and a sack is 4. So I said play Edmonds if it's that small of a difference. I mean, he has higher upside essentially in that kind of scoring format, in my opinion.
I agree.
Those are some good options, though.
Today, I liked him last week. I mean,
yeah, and he popped off last week too. So
he did.
I think that was a.
I'm okay with Greenlaw as well because, Warner kind of slowed up last week for some reason. Don't really know what happened. But,
yeah, that was just a weird. I mean, I don't think that anyone by any means should just take him out of their lineups now. Don't be that reactionary, guys. But it's a bummer when a guy doesn't have a great week. But what are you gonna do? I mean,
that was the matchup for them. I mean, you're trying to keep him away from the backfield. And to do that, you're going to pass the crap out of the ball. So,
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Looks like Russ is on. Justin Houston going to get a sack against the Saints. I'd say it's possible.
I don't know, man. That's tough.
I mean, I think what we say that, but the Saints have given up quite a few. I mean,
they have, and to guys that aren't necessarily sack machines either. You know what I mean? Grady Jarrett had one. I mean, all the Atlanta guys had one basically, and they have 6 sacks on the season between the whole group. That's hyperbole, but I mean, it feels like that. So if they can do it, Justin Houston can do it. I was looking in a lot of leagues. I mean, Justin Houston's a top 6, top 7 guy this season. He was so buried this year, and early he was a guy I drafted pretty much everywhere I could get him. Just kind of knowing that he would be cheap because he's old.
Yep.
Switch teams.
Yep.
And he's a top 6 defensive end, and the one of my main that giant league I'm in.
He sure is.
He's panned out good.
Very much so.
I think he gets a sack this week. Personally, I think it's a good spot for him. So
I agree completely.
I know I've been conflicted because I was.
I mean, the thing is,
him or Frank Clark.
Him or Frank Clark. Steve, you already said boldly before the show started that you're playing.
I took Houston out and put Frank Clark in. He's been balling.
I think, and I mean, he's playing the rookie quarterback. I think the upside for Clark is a little bit higher. Justin Houston was probably just going to be like a sack and a couple of tackles. Frank Clark could have a couple of sacks and a couple of tackles. So,
yep.
I mean, the thing is we haven't trusted Frank Clark all year.
No, but he's been showing it. He's been showing it the last few weeks.
He has been doing a little bit better. So
not a little bit better. He's been doing
a lot better. The season-long numbers aren't great, but the past couple of weeks, he has kind of come on. So he's. We find out he's been playing through injury, and I don't know. He's just been playing better. It just seems like they're kicking it into gear now, and I'm game.
Yep, me too.
I think they're both good options, and I think Clark's.
I put him in a couple leagues.
He's in play. Okay. What other questions we got? You got one here? All right. Guys that need help, the championship is on the line. Pick 3, 1 DB, 1 DL, 1 defensive player. Flowers, Armstead, Simmons, Slay, Harold Landry, or Matthews. So we got to pick 3 of those guys. For me, it's pretty easy. I'm going Armstead, Simmons, and Landry. Does that sound right to you guys? Sound good to you guys?
I don't know if Flowers is playing well.
Who?
Flowers. Talking about Trey Flowers?
I think he's talking about TRE, the one that's in Detroit. Yeah. I'm assuming.
I mean, he's been playing well. I actually like him more than Armstead. Armstead disappears.
Ooh, I don't know about all that. I like him too, but Armstead he's.
And I don't really want to put.
I
don't want to pick Simmons and Landry. They're on the same team, so I get that.
I think Simmons. I think he's talking Justin Simmons, who's on Broncos. Harold Landry's on Tennessee. So they're on different teams.
Okay, well, if we're doing that, then it changes everything for me. So you got.
Yeah, I'm playing Landry. I think I'm playing Simmons, and
I'm playing Armstead. I like Trey Flowers, but Armstead has just been, I mean, on that defensive line, which is incredible. I mean, you got Buckner, you got Bosa, and you got Armstead. Armstead has honestly been like the best IDP commodity on that team, more or less. I mean, it's just a hair difference between him and Buckner, and depending on your league scoring.
Oh, that's tough for me.
Oh man!
But Flowers is a big play machine. I mean, when he goes off, I mean,
going up against Tampa Bay.
Who's Simmons? Who's Armstead going against?
Atlanta.
You gotta love that.
I don't love it. I mean, their defense has been playing outstanding.
Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, they don't.
Matt Ryan's been stacked.
Playing?
They're
Matt Ryan's
26th.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, I'm taking Flowers, Simmons, and Landry probably.
All right, there you go, Shane. He's taking Flowers. I'm taking Armstead. So do what you will, brother.
Yeah.
But do the right thing and take Armstead.
Yeah, I think I'm going.
At least we can
I think
agree
I'm
on
going
the other
Armstead.
guys. At least we can agree on the other guys. That's, those are pretty easy. Landry, oh my gosh, this dude has been like, he just on. Like, he's on every week he's on. And it's crazy, like, he almost never leaves the field. He plays like 90% of snaps. Like, that's like a low-end week for him. It's like 90.
Remember when
Both really
somebody
good
asked me
matchups.
about I'm going to keep Landry in Dynasty? I said, and that was beginning of the year. He's like, as a rookie last year, he's like, 45 tackles, something like that as a rookie?
I don't know. Those are both really good matchups. Okay, either way.
What we got here?
Bring home the ship.
Time to bring home the ship. I love Max Crosby this week in the Raiders' last home game. With that in mind, pick 4 starters: Tracy Walker, Fred Warner, Max Crosby, Danielle Hunter, TJ Watt.
Man, wow.
That's a juicy lineup you got there, bro.
Well, definitely.
You were good with the first 4, and then you're like, oh, TJ Watt.
I think you can just back up from back to front. TJ Watt, Hunter, Crosby, and Warner, and I'm probably going to chill on Walker this week. Just because
Really?
I think that I'm playing Danielle Hunter and TJ Watt. That's 100% locked in.
I'm playing Walker.
Well, who you sitting?
Crosby.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love Crosby too, but if you told me to pick between Crosby and Danielle Hunter,
I'm picking Hunter.
Well, yeah.
Tracy Walker's been good for 15 points a game. Every game has been minimum.
He's been good.
Yep.
So I'm with you. I love Max Crosby. I mean, everybody knows that I'm been in on Max Crosby for a long time.
Yeah, but he's had his up and down game.
And I ain't pulling TJ Watt. So
no way. He's the number 1 IDP asset as far as like in most scoring formats. Like, he has the most IDP points, unless you're in some super depressed like tackles or everything.
This is a great problem to have.
Yeah.
But a healthy Tracy Walker has been a stone cold savage this season.
This is true. This is very true. But Max Crosby gets to play Gardner Minshew. He's going to throw Minshew to the ground a couple times. And it's the Raiders' last home game. I like the hype.
This is an awesome question.
This is a great question because this is the kind of shit that I like just drives me insane too. Looking at my lineups, I'm like, everyone's gonna do good.
Who's gonna score the most points?
Who's gonna do slightly less good? So, I'm gonna sit Walker. That's just because I like those big play guys.
Okay, well,
now that I'm saying it,
Jared's a tiebreaker.
It's Walker or Crosby. You have to sit one of those two. And I'm probably sitting Walker.
No way.
I love Max Crosby, but he either blows up or has an average game. I'm a floor guy.
Yep.
Especially in championship week, I'm going Tracy Walker. Because of the floor.
Yep, love it.
Because his floor is 15 points.
Sound advice. I think you're onto something there. He's a great floor play. Especially if you're going to play Hunter and Watt, they're going to be your ceiling guys. So that's not a bad combo.
I'm going AJ Johnson here to see question for me.
Yeah, this is easy. Donald Payne he's a smash the glass kind of play guys. Like
last minute
up on waivers.
Emergency.
He did good last couple of weeks. That's awesome. I don't want anything to do with him in my lineup in week 15, especially if I have a guy like AJ
sound effects.
Yeah, if you have AJ Johnson, don't play Donald Payne. The Chiefs do move the ball pretty good, but AJ Johnson's been lights out, and he's graded really, really high by PFF on the season for a linebacker. So, Donald Payne's a guy who's there because everyone else is hurt and not showing up to work. And A.J. Johnson is a guy who's probably going to get a huge contract in the next 2 seasons. And
agree.
So,
it's easy. So
yeah. So like you said, it's pretty easy. It's cut and dry. A.J. Johnson, and don't look back. In my opinion.
We agree.
Oops.
Rare. All right, KC defense at home versus the Broncos, or Bucks defense at Lions.
Bucks.
I'm going Bucks for sure.
Mhm.
They're going to light up the Lions.
Dude,
Oh, yeah.
Casey's defense is what, 29th in the league or something.
They have had some good turnovers and stuff, but they
yeah,
get the, but it's a divisional game, so even with Drew Lock, and who showed himself to be fairly good last week, good, quote unquote. I mean, I think he's actually got some upside there, but I think that's going to be a little bit tougher matchup than I think the Bucks are just going to walk all over the Lions, especially
I
on
agree.
defense. Once they get that first sack, I mean, I think the floodgates are going to open, and
Agreed.
turnovers are just going to be all over the place. Just my opinion.
There you go, Jared.
Houston or Flowers?
Dude, I'm going to go with the stud.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's.
I like Houston, man. I'm sorry.
I don't like that matchup though. I don't.
But it's a floor
yeah,
game.
it's probably It probably is. You're
Just-
probably
What's-
right.
Justin Houston's floor.
He's
5
like,
tackles.
he's like the definition of reliable.
Yeah, he's probably gonna have like 12 points.
If he got 5 tackles and a defensive lineman,
Mhm.
I'm taking that all day.
All day. All day.
I expect one of those to be a tackle for loss and maybe even a sack. So
Okay.
Yeah. Boy's got 40 tackles on the season. He's got 40
Armstead, Flowers, and Simmons, or Armstead, Flowers, and Landry.
He's
I don't want. I don't know. You take this one. Armstead and Landry are not leaving my lineup. That's how I feel. But it looks like that's my position.
So you're going with the second
Simmons
option?
and Flowers are the guys that I'm deciding between. So yeah, the second. Armstead, Flowers, and Landry. But back to Justin Houston real quick. He's got 40 tackles on the season. Not great for him, but 14 tackles for loss. That's pretty damn good. 15 quarterback hits. That's pretty damn good. And 9 sacks. That's not
And
bad. I mean, he's
got 50 hurries.
Yeah, he's playing very, very good football.
Floor. And the last 3 weeks, he's had 4 or 5 tackles. So,
I mean, yeah, he's got as many quarterback hits as your guys like Khalil Mack. He's got more than Eric Armstead. Eric Armstead though has got a ton of tackles though. He's up to 46. So, Justin Houston. Oh, what we got here? McKinney or Dupree?
now didn't you ask this on Thursday?
Yeah, like I say, this feels very familiar.
I felt like Russell asked this on Thursday.
Well, he wants to know.
I'm sticking with McKinney, personally.
Maybe he felt like you guys waffled on it.
I feel like Thursday we didn't go McKinney.
I think I did. Dupree's boom or bust. And
He did.
And he's
Was McKinney?
Yeah, McKinney gets a little bit more.
Cunningham we're talking about here.
He gets a little bit more in the tackle department usually. There's the only thing that the Steelers defense is not great at, like in grading wise or whatever, has been their tackling. It's been a little bit down this year. Everything else is good. So,
except for TJ Watt, what's his tackle percent? It's 96 or something stupid.
I don't know. He's not
the rule. He's the exception.
Yeah, he's the exception for sure.
Yeah.
He's got a ton of quarterback hits. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'm still sticking with my. I think Bud Dupree.
Right here. Pick 2. Oh, this one's easy for me. I think I'm going Houston and Clark.
Over Bosa?
Yeah, he's been.
Bosa's been so exactly. I hate to say that, but he has been very.
I don't hate saying it.
You don't
I
hate
call
saying
him-
it all, yeah. Well, he was real up there for a while, and now he's been like,
Was he had 5 good games?
yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah,
People were talking about him being the defensive player of the year. I said, what are we talking about right now? He named defensive rookie of the year.
True that.
Yeah, Justin Houston, Frank Clark. That's easy for me.
Mhm.
I'm inclined to agree. Even though I think I have both.
No, it sounds crazy, but do you like more this week, Aaron Donald or Cameron Jordan? I like Cameron Jordan just because the rest of the team's hurt. But you can only pick one.
Aaron
Dude,
Donald's
Cameron
a
Jordan
beast.
has been a top 3 defensive lineman all season.
Mhm.
Yeah, I play.
Aaron Donald hasn't.
I'm playing.
Back half of the season, he's been pretty
Hey,
good.
let's get back to it. What did I say was going to change this year with Aaron Donald? Because who left?
Oh yeah. Sue left and it changed.
As soon as Ndamukong Suh left, Aaron Donald went.
Mhm. Well, you seen what happened. It became
They
Barrett.
focus on it.
it became Barrett that was that beast.
Yeah, Shaq Barrett became a savage.
Very, very true.
I mean,
Yes.
again, I'm going floor, and floor is Cameron Jordan. So Aaron Donald can get you 1 tackle. But because did you watch? They will quad team Aaron Donald.
Mhm.
They're not going to quad team Cameron Jordan. Okay.
Yeah, they will completely take Donald out of the game. Of course, that'll give somebody else plenty of opportunities.
Exactly. But that's why I'm staying away from it, because it's not like they're going to take somebody else out of the game to get so Donald could play.
Mhm.
You had to worry about Sue before. You don't now. So it's Cameron Jordan for me, even though Davenport got hurt. What's up? What else we got?
Well, he says. Brandon says he did ask it on Thursday.
Okay, I'm pretty sure we said Dupree,
Mm.
and you said you were all about McKinney. But
I think we stuck with. I think we both ended up the same answers. You said Dupree. I said Penny, or not Penny, McKinney.
Kenny,
Oh, I'm making a weird face because I'm seeing some weird shit over here, guys.
What are you
Look at-
seeing?
I'm looking at PFF, and they say T.J. Watt has 15 sacks this season. But then I'm looking at FantasyData.com.
Mhm.
They say he's got 12 and a half.
I think he has 12 and a half.
That's a pretty big discrepancy.
Yeah, it is.
And I pay a lot of money for PFF. So if you're out there watching, guys, fix that shit. This is supposed to be premium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to get my account shut down now because I'm not supposed to talk about it or something.
Premium
Sports
discrepancy.
Well, I mean, I would look myself, but I'm literally if guys, you don't know, I'm on the phone right now, so I'm traveling, so
Yeah, I'll check the actual NFL website. Maybe they'll give me some other misinformation.
Oh,
okay.
Hopefully,
This is a good question
what
for
do you
me.
got here?
Jelani Tavai or Drew Tranquil. Tranquil's he got 86% of snaps the last 2 weeks. So I love Jelani Tavai because Jared Davis looks like he's going to be out,
Mhm.
and Tavai's been good with him in. This is a tough one, and I 100% understand your problem here.
I think Tavai is a good play though because, like you said, Davis is out for sure. I mean, he should just get a lot of work, and they should be on the field for defense a good bit, don't you think? I mean, they're not some dynamic offense that's going to just walk up and down the field. You know what I mean?
And I said earlier in my, before the season started, Jelani Tavai is one of those kids that once he gets the opportunity, he's going to be a guy. I think it's a 10 tackle day for Jelani Tavai. It could be a 10 tackle day for Tranquil.
Mhm.
So against Minnesota, but who's Tavai playing? Against Tampa, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, there would be a
That's
ton
tough,
of tackle opportunities.
Mhm.
I go
Yeah.
Tavai.
Well, I
Personally.
really like Tavai, but I don't like it against Tampa Bay because they're going to stretch the field as much as possible because their running game has not been good. I'm gonna go with the opposite here and go with Drew Tranquil because I think that they're actually gonna run the ball more than Tampa Bay.
You don't think he'd be running the ball with
I could just
Scarborough?
Well, they got Kerryon Johnson back too.
He's not back this week. He might be back next week, apparently.
But he's on the
I
same
don't
team.
I don't even know why they bring him back.
But you know what I'm saying?
They're
They're going to run the ball. And with Evans out, they're just going to throw the ball like crazy to Goodwin or Godwin. So
They got nothing. They got nothing left. That team is decimated right now.
yeah, they are super very weird. Actually, one of those.
It seems like that team is always decimated.
Yeah, I actually like Drew Tranquil. Overall, he's playing 90% of snaps anyway. Jaylon Tavai probably will play 100% snaps.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking at just the opportunity, Tavai's going to get more opportunity, I think. But Tranquil's been everywhere. But Tavai's been even in college. He was in that defense where in Hawaii, they pass a lot against him. So he understands that concept.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough question. I'm not trying to stay away from it. I love Jaylon Tavai. I'm worried about them trying to stay away from him. Of course, they won't know him. They might try to throw some dump passes to Howard. You know what? Go with your gut here. I think you want to play Tavai, and Drew Tranquil's going to play 86% of snaps at least. My gut says Tavai, so I'm going to stay. I'm going to stick with Tavai. It's a good question though. I love both guys. I
can see.
I literally
You want to play
I
them
told
both,
somebody to
don't
play
you?
Drew Tranquil this week. I told somebody to play Jaylon Tavai this week, but I hadn't had the question where it was either or because I like both plays. So
Excellent. Yep.
What we got next?
I agree. Leans towards Dupree. Me and Russ are right. We agree on this one.
But McKinney is more consistent.
Next. Payne, Kendricks, Bush, AJ. I'm going. This is easy for me.
Yeah.
You want to go floor here, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, who you got here?
If I had to pick two,
You're going to stay away from Payne.
Oh, I'm not playing Payne. I'm not playing. This is easy. I'm not playing Payne. I'm not playing Bush.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play Kendricks. I'm gonna play Johnson.
Yep.
I'm playing the floor. I love. We all love Bush, right? And the football player, but I got to stay with my gut. Kendricks leads the league in defensive passing deflections as a linebacker. The dude's a stud. AJ Johnson's playing lights out. I could see your toss-up of being between AJ and Bush because Bush can have great games or he can disappear.
Yeah, and Mike Tomlin came out earlier this week or last week or something, and he basically said, they're limiting his snaps intentionally because they don't, he doesn't want to burn him out, essentially is what he said. So –
well, I mean, the thing is they need him for the playoffs if they're going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Who they play this week?
Bush plays Buffalo.
Yo, I'm gonna share something. I've been seeing this.
Yeah, he was.
I've been seeing this a lot on my timeline. So this Thunder fan says, was leaning that way, but Bush playing Buffalo, and I've been chasing that run team. Now, I haven't dug super deep into these stats, but I see a lot of people on Twitter talking about wanting to play a linebacker because his team runs the ball a lot and there's tackle opportunities. Now, this dude that, he's another IDP guy. I mean, you got to talk about him. Tom Kingsbury or Pillsbury, Tom Degenerate, whatever the hell his name is. He said something to me a few months ago because I used to believe this narrative too. And he said that that's not necessarily the case. He said you actually want linebackers on teams that throw more than run more because they keep the drives alive longer. Generally speaking, they have more plays. He said more plays is more tackle opportunities. So even though conventional wisdom makes you think that a running team is going to give you more tackles, essentially. And again, he's a numbers guy, so I'm just taking his word for it. I'm sure he's got all kinds of data to back this up, and he'll sarcastically tell you all about it on Twitter if you follow him. But this is just what he said, and I don't have anything to prove him wrong. So don't just play a linebacker because he's going to play a running team necessarily. That should not be. I mean, it can be part of the equation, but don't let that be like the reason you do something. So
I like both defenses here in this game, because both will dink and dunk passes to keep drives alive. They're not going to stretch the field. They're both one of those teams that will keep. I mean, you love your boy; he will keep drives alive.
Mm-hmm.
Defenses will stay on the field both on both sides here.
Mm-hmm.
So in this game, this is going to be one of those 17 to 10 games.
This is going to be a grinder game. Yeah, this will be a defense grinder game. I mean, like you said, I doubt either of these teams hit over 21 points.
I'm with you. I love Bush here because as much as he can stretch the field, Allen doesn't, because he has one of the best arms in football.
I can't wait till they draft a wide receiver next year.
Hopefully they stay away from my boy CD. So
they'll never be able to get him. I saw somebody who was it? Oh, is Oklahoma Dougie said he's like, oh, they should move up and take CD Lamb. I'm like, they're not gonna be able to move up 30 damn spots to get this guy. He's gonna be probably a top 5 or 6 pick, I imagine. The Bills,
top 15 for sure.
Top 15. Well, he was saying they could trade up, and then he was mentioning all their assets, and I was like, they would have to get rid of multiple assets you just mentioned just to get there. I don't think. I mean, there's enough good wide receivers coming. They'll get somebody. Hopefully, they just double down and take 2 or 3, and they pan out, because the team's pretty strong right now in a lot of spots except wide receiver. Which, I mean, again, I don't.
They have a great line already, so.
Yeah, they have a good line. They've got a good defense. They have, I mean, their coach is not bad, apparently. They have great running backs. They have Josh Allen. So just give the guy somebody to throw to besides John Brown, who's good. But, I mean, you need more than just, John Brown.
Agreed.
Rapper Bayard. This is easy for me. I'm going to go rap all day. Rap attack, baby. He's been piling up tackles. They have a pretty good matchup. The Rams, who do they play again today? Can't remember off the top of my head, but I know Rap's got a good matchup.
Have they played Seahawks twice already?
They played Dallas. Great matchup. You want that.
Juicy.
You want that. Kendricks and Smith have to – would you be okay playing Kendricks and Smith have to play Smith with Vaughn being out? I'm assuming Harrison Smith?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm 100% fine playing Harrison Smith.
Yes, I'm fine with playing both overall.
For sure, for sure.
I mean, both of them – I mean, you might get 3 pass deflections out of both of them. Each.
All right, we got some actives and inactives are starting to slide in, so I'm going to do a little bit of looking here while we're talking through this stuff.
I had some questions of my own here. What do you guys think? Ioannidis, got Crosby, I got Bosa, and I got Hubbard.
Which Bosa?
And I got Joey.
Well, you're gonna play Joey,
and I got 2 spots.
You gotta play Joey.
Okay.
He's been like he had 2 sacks last week, I think.
Who's my other play?
So who's the 4th guy you said after Bosa?
Crosby, Ioannidis, Bosa, and Hubbard.
I'm probably Ioannidis.
Yeah, me too.
Ioannidis and Bosa?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Sounds excellent.
What else we got?
Let's see. What else? I think in my other league I was going with Houston, or no, I was going with Clark over Houston.
You said that.
Yeah. I said it. I needed convincing, but I got some flex spots. Got Shaq Barrett and Luke Kuechly and Harold Landry and Blake Martinez and Aaron Donald and Frank Clark and Tracy Walker and Stephon Gilmore all in. But I also got Devondre Campbell and Grady Jarrett and Everson Griffin and Sam Hubbard and Justin Houston to play with.
Are you not playing Devondre Campbell?
Well, I just don't know where I'm going to plug him in at. Should I play him over Harold Landry?
I would take him out over Stephon Gilmore.
Well, he's in my DB spot.
Okay, I mean, I'm playing Devondre Campbell no matter what.
I would have to put him in a linebacker spot or a flex spot. He would have to go in over Blake Martinez, Harold Landry, Shaq Barrett, or Luke Kuechly.
I like Devondre Campbell more than Shaq Barrett overall. Shaq Barrett's he either has a great game or disappears completely. Devondre Campbell's good for 8 tackles a game.
He's going. Shaq Barrett's going up against Detroit, though.
Oh. How many sacks did they allow last week?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm reading some Twitter trolls attacking me.
Week.
I don't know, but they're 26th in the league, giving up the sack. So,
and the Titans are playing
in the past 3 games. They've allowed 13 sacks as well as 25 QB hits.
Okay, so you got to play Shaq Barrett. The Titans are playing the Texans, right?
Yeah.
You got to play Landry.
You play Landry over Devondre Campbell?
I'm a madman, so yes.
You are a madman. I'm going with floor here, 8 tackles.
But Devondre Campbell was questionable. There's something happened to him. I don't remember.
Do you see this dilemma that I've got here?
Yeah, it sounds.
We've been talking about this all year.
This is a dilemma. This is one of those pickles that we were talking about earlier that you can just
pickle.
Like, yeah. What do we do? What do I do? Flip a coin. Yeah, exactly. Well, Blake Martinez, it seems like he's got the worst matchup out of all of them.
Well, I hate to say this, but what's your scoring? Like, is this a tackle heavy? Is this a sack heavy situation? That's the big. If it's
the league is
what's a tackle, what's a sack? Just tell me those.
Okay.
Are you going to lose or not lose? You probably know this already.
It's for assisted tackles, it's 0.75 for it's 1.5 per tackle.
And what's a sack?
And it's 2 for tackles for loss. And sack is 6. Interceptions
Harold
are
Landry.
6.
Easy.
Landry, yeah.
It's so simple. Everybody that's going to get a sack play. Fuck all this 2-point, half-point tackle bullshit. Give me 2 sacks and call it a day. Give me a forced fumble in there, baby.
Oh, they're cheering you.
2 sacks, a forced fumble. I mean, that's Shaq Barrett. If you bench Shaq Barrett, Steve,
I'm not benching Shaq Barrett.
And you shouldn't bench Harold.
He's averaging 16 points a game.
Exactly.
Who's Kuechly playing again?
Kuechly is playing Seattle.
That's juicy for.
I know it's a really good matchup.
All I know is you have to play Shaq and you have to play Harold Landry. I think Devondre Campbell's the odd man out in this game. I don't like saying that, but I mean, if you have this many studs, based on how I play, that's who I would be sitting. So yeah,
it's tough. Yep.
We have some more questions racking up over here. It looks like. Let's see. Guys, in my super flex league, which 4 would you start? Julio Jones, Hopkins, Adams, Parker, and Baker.
Oh wow!
Whoa, I'm
nice.
Definitely Baker today, no matter what.
Really?
Against Arizona?
Oh, I mean,
Baker, Adams, Hopkins, Julio was hurt, right? I don't know what his situation.
But here's the thing: is Julio? Because I'm in the same position. I need is Julio playing or not? because their other stud is not playing.
I hope not. I get to play against him today. That would be a miracle. No Julio.
No. Yeah. Hashtag never Julio.
There's
Just
Julio's
scratch him
playing,
right off the. Yeah.
and because old boy got injured last week and he's out for the season, looks like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing Julio. I'm gonna play
Julio's playing.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, you got to
Yeah.
find out the.
Julio, Adams, Baker, Hopkins, sit Parker.
There you go.
And that's saying something because Parker's been playing well, but
Mm-hmm.
Adams might be in contention here too, since it's Chicago, but he historically cuts up Chicago, even though their corners are have been pretty good. Their secondary, he's had some of his better games. But historically though, he's been good when Bears were even better defense than they are now. He's always had good games against them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not taking any of my super studs out. I mean, this is almost too easy, Shane. Come on, just sit Parker, bro. You knew this.
I don't know how anybody sits Baker today.
Just found you guys and love the content. Well, appreciate that. Keep it up. Guys, real quick, everyone listening, the season's almost over. Content, we're going to start trickling out. We're going to care a little less. The season's almost over. Tell your homeboys about us. There's 10 other guys in your league that need content.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've got your championship, let them know that we're out here. Give them a chance to listen to us. Drop a little link into your group chats or what the hell ever.
We're trying to grow here.
We're trying to spread the love. We're trying to get everybody as much good information as we can. IDP is, you guys know what the IDP market is, just like we do. We all are very aware of who's out there and what they're saying, and it's tough to find shit that's not bullshit. To some degree, and we want people to know that we consider
We'll be
ourselves
back next year.
the best. And we hope that you guys do too. You guys are here every week. We appreciate that. We hustle for this shit. We're not making any money off this. We do it because we love it. We do it because you guys need us to do this for you, and because the space just needs people that are dedicated to it right now to making the whole scene better. So tell your league mates about us. Keep abreast with what's going on this off season. Let's keep growing, and let's do something real and real big. And we do appreciate that, man. Thanks for telling us that. I get little messages sometimes. I'm sure you guys do too. It means a lot when guys are like, I appreciate you. I appreciate your help. I appreciate you responding to me. And
you're an Oklahoma fan. We're good here. So I'm actually in Oklahoma right now. So
yeah, I was a huge Oklahoma fan until they got rid of all my players. I was literally, this is a funny story, not fantasy football. I was literally in the gym talking to these dudes, chopping it up. We were talking about, football's over, so it's basketball season.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking about Russell Westbrook. And I'm not even shitting you, was standing in the squat rack telling guys, Russell Westbrook, man, he's a franchise player. He's not going anywhere. And this guy walks off and he runs back over giggling. He's like, Westbrook just went to Houston, literally right after I had said anywhere.
Man.
I was like, all right, you know what?
I knew
he was going.
It sucks. The Thunder, they were something special for a minute, and if Kevin Durant didn't suck the one time he didn't need to suck, they'd have beat Golden State. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Real quick, Aaron Reed or Hicks? You know what? I like Hicks, dude. Somebody's bound to get to freaking your boy this week.
Rodgers?
Yep.
I like Reed. I like Hicks too, but I'm not playing Hicks. He just came back off injury. And even before, I had him, he was good for 4 tackles and maybe half a sack. So I don't know. I like Reed. I like the whole pass rush. The whole pass rush up there in Seattle seems to be coming together. And they're playing Carolina, who gives up sacks.
If they don't give up sacks, I got to tackle the best running back in football. So,
dude, it's gonna be a good day today. I'm so freaking ready to go watch some football.
Yeah, I got.
I like Jerry Reed.
Okay.
Yeah. Who's our next one we got here? What up, Zach?
Mags.
Hello. appreciate it.
You know,
I love this funny thing you got.
That's
Russell made a good point here.
That doesn't sound like Russell.
Oh wait, no, this one isn't the one. That's not the one. Here.
Does playing floor win a championship?
Yeah. Does defense win championships? Yeah.
Beating
I don't think so.
wins
Does 5 points win you a championship?
No. So here's what I'm saying. I like a floor guy that has a lot of high potential. Right? If I know, like, give you a good example. Daniil Hunter is good for what? 10, 15 points, right? But he's also good for 40.
Yeah, he could easily.
So I want a guy that has a good floor, but phenomenal potential. And nobody's better than that than Daniil Hunter or Jalen Brown is a perfect example. Jalen Brown's has his floor is high. He's a very high floor, but he can also give you 40 points.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. I want a good floor. Not this guy is always going to give me 5 points. That's not what I'm talking about. I want a good floor, not a floor. Nick Bosa's floor is 0, right?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Bottom.
That's basement.
I just got a text message from a buddy that's in our IDP 1-2-3 league we're in. He said, "Who do I play? Cam Jordan, Nick Bosa, or Armstead?" I'm gonna tell him Armstead and Jordan, right?
Yeah.
Talk about Armstead. It sucks that Nick Bosa long term is going to be a great asset, but right now it's just the sacks aren't falling his way consistently, unfortunately. And other guys are just a little bit more consistent. So,
well, I mean, everybody's getting a piece on that line. You said, they don't always fall his way.
Yeah. All right, what we got here? How do you guys feel about my tweet on Cole Holcomb and thoughts on him for next year? Yeah, I saw that. My mentions have been insane. Like last night I was at my work party, and every time I got on my phone, literally every 30 minutes, I had like 20-something notifications. So I was having a hard time sifting through everything that was going on the past 24 hours.
Yep, there was a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, but Cole Holcomb, I mean, going forward, he's a guy that's, on that team, the Redskins, they need him right now. That doesn't mean they're not going to go get somebody in the draft or in free agency, though. So, I mean, you can stash him if you got room for him. I think he's a rookie, too, so you might be able to throw him on a taxi squad. He's not a guy I'm just going to throw away if I have been using him and trust him and think he's going to be good. But
there's some really good linebackers coming out of the draft, though. So whoever the Baltimore Ravens get, go draft that guy. Because it's either going to be the kid from Wisconsin, the kid from Minnesota, or Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma. And Kenneth Murray from Oklahoma is good. I think he's in his second or third season of 130 tackles a year at Oklahoma. And that's saying something because you want to talk about pass-happy league.
Yeah. No.
The Big 12 is pass-happy as anybody. So,
I mean, all of college football is pass-happy.
Yeah, but this dude he had 28 tackles in one game last year.
There's like
in one game.
It's crazy.
Kansas City right now.
It's insane. 28 tackles.
I cannot wait for foot. 1 more hour, boys. 1 more hour.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm currently. Yeah,
drink you some Stag beer.
Oh, I'm good with that.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna drink
some later today.
You're gonna drink some Stag? Are you in Eastern Oklahoma?
Yeah, I'm in Eastern Oklahoma.
Oh, you got some Stag too, huh?
They distribute, I think, right out to the edge over there.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
So
post a pic of it, bro.
There you go.
So
yeah.
I'll hook you up. So
that's what's up. They're not a sponsor, guys, but we're working on them. We're gonna wear them down. Just keep begging.
Jordan, he's just so desperate to be a
I sponsor Stag.
You're just so desperate to be a spokesman for Stag. You're just like, I'll do it for free. I'll do anything.
I probably spend $2,000 a year on beer, and probably about 1,900 of it is on Stag.
It's like, I'll just do it for free. Just send me a bumper sticker or something just to put on my car.
Shit.
What else we got here?
We got Clowney out, so I'm trying to look for a list, an accurate list of inactives right now, but I can't. Like, it's that time of the year where people are kind of chilling out. Not as much content's getting thrown in your face, which is something that I struggle with this week, guys. I mean, getting my rankings out, it was late in the week, and I was like, is anyone even going to read these? Most people are already out of the. Most leagues, I mean, 8 to 10 guys are already done. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like, there's a good pool of people that care that just don't care anymore. But
real quick, let me give you a shout out to the fact that being in Oklahoma, I got to 2 hours difference from when I usually get on with you, with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
I got up, made breakfast. Like,
it's not the butt crack of dawn.
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness, it's crazy.
Yeah, you're always up so early. He gets up and he's got it's like so tired, and he looks so tired.
Like morning for me. So
Yeah, we've been wearing Jared out, guys, but
Mhm.
he's been here with us riding it out, and we've all been doing good work. So appreciate that, and welcome to the Midwest.
It's awesome, isn't it?
I don't know about
it
all
is
that.
pretty nice.
It ain't bad, but I don't know about awesome.
No, I
Hey,
like it. I like it where I live.
Little plug. What we got? Just about a month. We're gonna be heading to Mobile, Alabama for the Senior Bowl, doing a bunch of interviews with all the rookies or upcoming rookies. So everybody, let's get some props on that. I know everybody wants to talk to AJ Epinesa. We're gonna try to work that in no matter what. So Neville Gallimore from Oklahoma, who will be a top 3. He'll be in the top 3 rounds, especially when he goes to the combine. He's a monster.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun too, because I mean, even not just talking to defensive players, I mean that's gonna be fun or whatever. But like, I'm excited to talk to some of these offensive guys that are coming in, and just be like, look, like, who are your 3 favorite linebackers in the league right now? Who do you not want to get hit by? I mean, you can talk to an offensive guy and still get defensive information out of them because they all know each other. I mean, they know who they're running up against, and it's going to be interesting to get some of these. I mean, they're not kids. I mean, they're men, but I mean, they're young men. Get some of their takes on some of these guys. I just want to hear, some of their opinions on guys that we've been covering all season, and even some guys that maybe came out this year, they're on their teams, like Devin White, be like, yo, like, what do you, find a LSU dude and be like, how you feel about how he's doing? He's been doing good. Like, you going to go out there and match it? You going to be better? Like, just talk about it. So I'm excited to talk to these guys. And,
Speaking of Devin White, I feel like the flame has shifted.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's on fire.
Mhm.
All right.
He's on fire.
Thunder fan says, you like Addison or Graham over Reed? No, I don't. I might take Graham and Reed.
I can understand Graham for sure,
but I still like Reed a lot. It's crazy because, I mean, in the offseason, Reed was, I mean, people just screamed and screamed and screamed about how great he was because he had a great season last year. And then he got popped for, what was it, Adderall or roids or something? I don't know. He got in trouble, so he didn't get to play for a while. And now he's back, and he's like, I don't hear or see anybody talk about him.
Yeah,
All summer, people were pounding the table for this dude, though. So I think he's still got the juice. I think he's still a solid, rock solid play.
The juice, so to speak.
Got the juice.
well, word put there. Mark Higbee, Diggs, in full PPR flex.
Fuck no. What are you talking about? Monty? David Montgomery?
Yeah.
No. Hell no. Tyler Higbee? Hell no. I'm playing Diggs.
Yeah, I'm keeping Diggs here.
If you take Diggs out of your lineup, you gotta when he gets 13 receptions for 180 yards and 2 touchdowns, you got no one to blame but yourself.
When he does.
And he had to, I mean, that's the thing with Stephon Diggs. It's like, yeah, maybe he's not the most consistent. His yards per target this year are insane. His quarterback's playing really good. And what do we know about Stephon Diggs based on his whole career? He's fucking awesome. So why would you ever sit him to play a guy like David Montgomery, who looks like a turtle running, or Tyler Higbee, who's the second or third?
He's had 2 good games against 2 good matchups.
I mean, David Montgomery's a solid running back. He has not had good line play.
I would rather have a great wide receiver.
Yes, like
great-ish. Great-ish.
I'm just saying
great.
Stephon Diggs is great.
Great-ish.
Here, he's great, and guess whose quarterbacks have been? Sam Bradford, Teddy Bridgewater, Case Keenum. Okay, he's finally got a really good quarterback, and you're like, he's just okay. Come on, get out of here with that.
Teddy Bridgewater looked pretty good this season.
Steve, you're better than that. You're better than that, Steve.
Teddy Bridgewater looked pretty good this season.
Yeah, anybody, I'd look pretty good in a Sean Payton offense.
I bet you would.
I can dink and dunk all day with the best of them.
Yeah, like I said, I can throw Michael Thomas all day.
Yeah, give me. I can throw to Michael Thomas 40 times a game. It's like every other quarterback in this.
Nobody can touch you. All right, I think that's pretty much it. How you guys doing?
I'm good. I heard my dog barking upstairs, so I think someone's here. No clue who it is, but
today's my middle child's birthday, so we're about to go get at it.
There you go. Where are you guys gonna go? Chuck E. Cheese.
Good. Ooh, yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
My first night we came in, I flew in. We went, got the boys, went to dinner, then went to Chuck E. Cheese till like 10 o'clock at night or something like that.
Damn, I ain't been to Chuck E. Cheese in a while. I remember when I was a kid, that was like the spot. And what I remember about there, which is crazy, is their pizza's good. Like that's what I remember about going to Chuck E. Cheese. Like
their pizza is pretty solid overall.
Yeah,
I
remember better than your average. Like just pizza place. I
know we go to Chick-fil-A, so there's that. It's Sunday.
Oh, it sucks, dude. Like Chick-fil-A. I would pay double if they would open on Sunday.
You know that we don't have Chick-fil-A around me. We don't have Sonic around me.
Ooh,
it's time to move.
I used to live in Tennessee, and I loved Sonic because we had it in the town I lived in. I went and got Sonic like every day.
Sonic's all right.
No, you know why Sonic's great? Their ice is the best of the planet.
The little
best ice.
Yeah. The little tiny cup ice. Oh yeah, that's what's up.
All large drinks from at like 8 till 10 in the morning.
Yep.
Are $1.
Yep.
Give me that life.
Yeah.
I love Sonic. It's great.
We didn't used to have Chick-fil-A's around here. We have one at the college campus, but like there was a national Chick-fil-A. We finally got one. They got to do $50,000 of business every day. Like you can go through their drive-thru. You go through their drive-thru at 3 in the afternoon on a Wednesday, and there's 20 cars in it. I'm not fucking bullshitting you. It is insane. They got to sell tons of chicken a day. Tons. Crazy.
Give me Waller on this question right here.
Waller.
Oh yeah, 100% Waller. Hyde or Connor? James Conner.
That's easy. If Connor's playing, I'm playing him all day because he's playing.
Yeah.
Oh boy, the questions are rolling in. Henry, Higbee, Beasley, Duke, standard league flex. Henry.
Yep.
Oh wait, so which?
I'm guessing it's Hunter, but even if it's Derrick Henry, I mean, I don't care. That's who I'm taking.
I'm playing Derrick Henry all day. He's balling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm playing Hunter Henry too, of those guys, personally.
But yeah, it's Hunter.
I'll play him. He's been a top 5 tight end since he came back.
Mm-hmm.
The Bills are leading the league in drops.
Yeah. I've been saying that for weeks. Give Josh Allen weapons, and he'll be a top 5 instead of a top 6 quarterback. How you like that?
Top 6.
He is. Go look at his. Go look in fantasy. But all right, I guess there's not much else to do or say. We appreciate you guys, the IDP Army.
I'm okay with Beasley personally today.
Yeah, I got him on the bench in a league. He's solid, but he is a flex. So I mean, that's kind of where Beasley living. And I feel like Hunter Henry, you could play him almost as. I mean, he's a little higher end, and just in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So
I like Hunter Henry too.
So, like I said, we appreciate you guys. Tell your league mates about us. Make sure you're following us this offseason. We'll be back next week. That'll be the last live cast for a while, probably, because it's championship week and Christmas time and all that.
Don't forget to subscribe us on YouTube, IDP411.
Yep. Find us on YouTube. Find us on Instagram. We got another Twitter account. That's the IDP Army as well. Content's we're gonna sift through data and give you guys content all off season. We're working on, possibly working on a draft kit type thing with some tiered rankings and some player profiles. We're gonna get good content and videos at the at the Senior Bowl. So, Jared's going to do the IDP 411, the rookie version again this year, which was awesome last year. It's just, a 5 to 10 minute video of all the top 25 rookies coming in. That'll be post draft, but that'll start coming out. So, we're going to keep grinding for you guys. So we appreciate you again. Like I said, we really do, guys. It means a lot. And we hope you go win today.
we're hoping to get a forum started up here soon too. So
we got the website purchased. We just got to get this forum actually set up to help you guys find some IDP friendly leagues, some IDP 1, 2, 3 leagues, which is the scoring format that we're gonna beat to death all off season and change the world with IDP on. I put out a tweet. I'll just give a shout right now. The other day, basically we ran a dummy league. We were in it. Some other guys were in it. Dennis Bennett, some guys from Expand the Box Score. Blah blah blah. Long story short was we ran a dummy league for IDP 1, 2, 3 scoring just to, I wanted to see if the scoring in my head, it looked like it was going to be a really good scoring system where you had, your floor was your floor, but you could hit a similar ceiling without overpowering defensive players. And in the 5 weeks that we ran it, our highest scoring offensive player was Russell Wilson with 50 points in week 9. And our highest scoring defensive player in those 5 weeks was Cameron Jordan in week 13 with 50 points. So they literally, offensive and defensive players, is based on the data that we collected, have the exact same ceiling. So we're on to something here. You could tweak it, adjust it for your league, whatever. But when we talk about players, generally we're going to try to use that frame of reference in mind. Just letting you guys know that's what the offseason is going to be about. It's going to be about establishing that. And
okay, guys, get going. So,
all right, have fun at the birthday party, bro.
All right, I'll talk y'all later.
Cheese. Let's go.
Cheese.
Let's go.
Let's go.